What up, neighbors? What up? What up, Big Clip? What? No, let me get this right. What up, neighbors? Oh my God.
Thank you,
Yo,
all
let
of
me
you.
start off with something real random tonight. Let
Oh,
me start off with
why
something
should why should
real
any
random.
night be any different than any other night?
This is not even on. Yo, so let me take y'all behind the scenes.
Here you go with the behind the scenes.
Cliff carefully calculates and crafts the show every week. First thing I do is just come off the top and hijack everything.
It's okay.
Off the top rope. Brother, I met DMC tonight. DMC of Run DMC.
Okay.
It was a cool brother. He was an excitable brother. That brother has arms as big as my head. Mm-hmm. And so he's either working out real hard or he's on that good HGH. But he was a cool dude. Came and gave a talk to the students. Was inspiring. Here's the trippy part, man. I have never seen some of these grown folks with PhDs, these old grown black folk, trip out.
I'm sure. I'm sure.
Oh my God.
I'm sure.
Like the students were kind of in a buzz a little bit because they figured we should know him. Yo, it was the folks older than me that were really bugging out about this.
I'm sure people.
And like, yeah, they're not understanding why I wasn't more excited or impressed. I was like, you gotta realize I was a church boy my whole life. Like, Run DMC really wasn't a heavy part of my upbringing. You know what I'm saying? And so it was real interesting, bro.
Wait. First of all, I'm sure people rolled up in there and they showed to Adidas and the Adidas tracksuits, right? And
let me tell you.
With the big glasses, bro. The Kazals.
Okay. There's this. I'm not gonna put her name out there because I respect her immensely, but she is constantly put together. She is a focused woman, black woman, PhD, mm-hmm. and she came in there. She had her class come to the event, mm-hmm. So I'm like, cool, you know, she's in there. I say what's up to her. By the time I look back around, she has a Run DMC shirt on. At the end of everything, she busted out her shell toes from her bag, like the one she was wearing.
I'm the King of Rock.
And she ran up there and got them joints signed. Like, yo, I'm telling you, my OGs were in awe tonight. Like, that's what Derek said. It was the wildest thing ever. But I tell you what, whatever that man's workout plan is, he needs to sell it because he's doing what he does, brother. That brother is doing what he does. The pipes was out there. The guns was showing. But it was a...
So you wasn't in the Run DMC back in the day. Your answer to this question will determine if we're going to bother continuing the rest of the show or not.
Okay.
Did you see Crush Groove?
No. I've never taken the time to actually go see it. I'm not going to lie to you.
Oh, neighbors get him.
Here's the thing. There's really only about 2 or 3 neighbors that may have seen it as well.
Stop it.
I guarantee you. I think Max saw it. I think
neighbors. How many of y'all saw Crush Groove?
I think Richard saw it. First of all, Natalie and Derek weren't saved back in the day, and so you know, even though they was church babies, I'm joking, Natalie and Derek. She said, "Y'all tap me in when you come back to 2019." But yeah, so I only think maybe 5 of the neighbors have seen Crush Grooves as well. Crush Groove, singular, not plural. But anyway, yeah. Favorite Run DMC song? I don't have one. I don't. It was great to see them as personal. You know what my favorite Run DMC song is? My favorite Run DMC song is Run's House.
Okay.
That was a great series.
Oh, well, there you go.
I love Run's House. I was first introduced to Angela and who's the other Simmons sister? Vanessa. I like to thank God for them.
See,
Angela
you
and
Central
Vanessa
Pennsylvania people didn't see Crush Crew, and you know Run from Run's House. That's
yes. I like to see. I like to thank God for them. Otherwise, we can keep it moving, brother.
Yeah, I need prayer.
Donna, she said, Google's whatever Cliff is talking about.
You don't know what.
Anyway,
you don't even know what Crush Crew. Oh, good Lord.
Brother, that was the only non-church movie you was allowed to see back in the day.
No,
like stop that, Cliff. Stop that.
No, I'm telling. Well, let me just say this: that was not the only non-church movie.
You about to tell on yourself? Go ahead. No, you was about to tell on yourself.
No, because when Coming to America came out, Coming to America's rated R, right? So my parents had to get the okay from my older cousins that, yeah, it's some nudity, but it's all right. It ain't that bad, it's all right. Once my parents let me watch that, bruh, we went ham on that movie. Watched it so many times on VHS, it's not even funny. Me and my friend would act out scenes from the movie randomly in the hallway in high school. And of course, and that movie came out way before I went to high school.
Coming to America's rated R?
Yes, it is.
That's wild.
We would just randomly act out scenes in the hallway.
All right, cool. But anyway, all right.
We're going to get on with the show.
Run DMC. Cool dude. Let's go.
For shame.
I'm going to go watch it. If I can find a VHS somewhere. I'm going to go watch it.
Now. It's so old. Nobody trying to come for the coin in that movie.
Public domain.
All right, so the big story, your boy Kanye dropped his gospel rap album. His Christian hip-hop, Jesus is King, came out. And, of course, it was trending on Twitter. Titles to the song was trending on Twitter. Mm-hmm. Lots of people talking about it. So I will ask you, what are your thoughts about Brother Kanye's album?
This album is trash. Like, this album is not good. I'm sorry. I was really worked up about it. I was really like, oh, Kanye claiming to be Christian. And you know what? When it all went away from me, when I heard the album, and it's just terrible. It's remedial rap. It's literally rap for idiots. It doesn't. The wordplay is absolutely atrocious, and that's the thing. I'm a lyrical content dude, and it's hot garbage juice. I can go down track for track. I took notes. Like I tried to do a deep dive on the album because I had gotten so worked up, and me and you had gone back and forth about it so much. And then I heard it. I was like, "What is this piece of trash?" Let's be honest. It is an 11 song album that is 28 minutes long. That's not even a full thought per song. Like, what are we doing?
Derek said it's hot dog water.
Ugh. Okay. But yeah, the hottest songs on there really are. I'm biased.
Okay.
Like, so if I hear Fred, I'm gonna be a fan.
First of all, why in the world would somebody auto-tune Fred Hammond?
People keep on. This is the second time somebody's tried to do this. I think Fred tried to auto-tune himself at one
Warren
point.
Campbell auto-tuned him in the song he did with This Love with Mary Mary.
Okay.
Yeah, but that was. Yeah.
But it was okay. It wasn't bad at all.
That actually gave an effect to the song. Like that kind of went with the vibe of the song. But Kanye just felt like, I don't know.
Out of the box, when I heard the first song, Every Hour, which is from the Sunday Service Choir, I could tell from what he did to it and how he did it, the actual technical, the sonics of the song. His mind is stuck in 1980s gospel. Like that's where his mind is gospel wise, because it sounded like a song that came off a tape cassette player, and he purposely put the effects on that to do it. It sounded like a song that came off a tape cassette player, and it sounded like an old Kiera and She Sees People, Clark Sisters joint.
Okay.
And so it wasn't good at all. Selah and Follow God are non-memorable. Okay, what's the minimum? We'll get to that. I'm sorry. I'll get back to it. Closed on Sunday.
Uh-huh.
This am I allowed to speak? Am I allowed to drop the N-word on here? I'm not allowed to say that.
Why would you say it?
Because I got some work for Kanye.
You about to call Kanye the N-word?
Yeah. Okay. Let me speak. This so-and-so right here made a song about comparing his life to Chick-fil-A and talking about closed on Sunday. Mm-hmm. What are you doing? What are you doing, Kanye, what are we doing? And if you want to be honest, I need everybody to go back and listen to Closed on Sunday. It sounds like he's sending subliminal shots at his wife. If you actually listen to the lyrics, talking about closed on Sunday, no selfies, put down your phones, come get your kids. He is sent and what was the one line he said? He is what was he saying? He talked like, I'm on this journey, even if I'm on a journey by myself or on this journey alone. And that's very interesting compared to what happened on that little clip he had on with him and Kim talking about it. She said, just because you on this journey don't mean I'm in the same place you are. I felt some subliminals coming off that joint.
Dominique said anything with Chick-fil-A is awesome.
I mean, I had some Polynesian sauce last week. That stuff is still blessed and highly favored. Polynesian sauce is still the place to go. On God is one of the better songs on there. But you know what happened? Kanye couldn't help but be Kanye, because it was still about him. A line in the song, I've been telling y'all since 2005, the greatest artist resting or alive. Kanye, what's that got to do with the soul of the Christ, brother? Like what are we doing, Kanye? What are we doing? Are we including Kirk in that? I'm gonna give Kirk that nod over there. We'll get to Kirk later. And then he's like that. Never be on Dancing with the Stars. That's why I charge the prices I charge. This dude, he was about himself on this one. And real Kanye came through. It helped me to realize, okay, this is who he is. If somebody gets saved off of this, God bless. I'm not going to be mad. God bless. But it's so terrible. Like, I don't even care anymore. If you need a rapper to validate your Christianity so you'll feel better, then you need to go listen to Snoop's gospel album. 20 million times better. 20 million. Like, that's an actual gospel album.
As a whole album, Snoop's album is better. I listened to Kanye's album about once through. As an album, Snoop's was better. But I admittedly am not a hip hop or rap aficionado. I'm not ashamed to admit my favorite rap is happy rap, and like Heavy D and Kid and Play and party rap like Mace and Bad Boy and all that. So the truth, a real hip hop head, a Christian hip hop head, right?
Yep.
After the album came up, he posted something on Facebook. I'm gonna read part of it. He says, while we, and he says the Christian hip hop community, were spending the last 5 years trying to get as far away from explicit Christian lyrics and content as possible, while we were disparaging the Christian hip hop community for its narrow focus on Jesus Christ and the community of faith, God was behind the scenes working on the heart of one whom would be considered the least likely to surrender all to God, and then this happened. We should all be both excited and ashamed. Thank you, Jesus. Salvation is wholly of you. Please help us go back to our first love. The purity of this album brings me to a place of humility and repentance. He is talking about Kanye's album, Jesus is King. And this is a true Christian hip hop artist.
Yeah, I want Warren Campbell, and because I saw him something that said this is kingdom music, and I want him, and I want the truth to come to the front of the congregation. I'm gonna call bull crap on both of y'all. Y'all full of crap. I want to be that as clear as possible. If you truly believe this is true kingdom music, you're full of crap, and I'll have that debate with anybody. Listen to the lyrics. You weren't actually listening to the lyrics. You didn't go through song by song and actually listen to what the boy was saying. And so I can only judge you on what comes out of your mouth. And if people get too caught up in loops and melodies and don't listen to the song, you're full of crap. That Warren, you're full of crap. Truth, you're full of crap.
I got one more. The Ambassador, another Christian hip hop head, right? I'm gonna read part of what he said because he has a long post on Facebook about it, and he says, "But I'm blown away at how well he stayed true to himself and conveyed his newly formed affections. He wants you to know Jesus is Lord, and he changed him." And then he goes on later to say, "All in all, I rejoice." Even while being scared, I pray he can endure come hell or high water. So
Okay.
you got
I'll
two.
get a little
You
bit more
got
on board
two.
with that.
You thought it was trash. I thought it was okay. You got two
Yeah.
people who make their living doing Christian hip hop. They were into it.
First of all, I don't believe too much Truth says. Truth just took shots at Lecrae and what he was saying. Like, he was being bitter in his statements. It was subliminals, and so I really don't really have much to do with that. Like, go read what Truth said, and then go look what Lecrae has been going through in his evolution. It was just shots at him. So whatever
Okay,
Truth
I
says,
did not
God bless
realize
him.
that. All right.
Yeah. And so, as I said, there's a whole lot of subtext going on here in all of this. God bless him. It's just, honestly, it's so bad I don't care anymore, and I hope everybody does well.
Okay.
I do. I hope everybody makes some money. I hope nobody is injured in trying to set Kanye up as some spiritual guru, and if he can't follow through and get sunk, then I hope they don't sing with him, and so I hope nobody is spiritually injured. But it's like the music is just so terrible. He must have had writers on his early albums. Like, he must have had people with him.
Well, lots of
'Cause
artists
the
have
lyrical
writers.
content, not the greatest, but the lyrical content that he provided is not this. It's really dumbed down, and it's terrible. It's just so bad. I don't care anymore. So I just hope people don't get hurt.
Well, I'm not trying to.
I won't.
I'm not trying to get "Thus saith the Lord" from Kanye. This is.
But some
This
people
is
are,
one album.
and that's the scary
I think
part.
we should put him in the same bucket as Snoop, as Michelle Williams, as
That's disrespectful to Snoop.
as
Michelle Williams.
hold on.
Like
As Snoop, Michelle Williams, Woody Rock from Drew Hill, MC Hammer from back in the day. These are people. They're not coming out saying we ministers of the gospel. They're coming out saying we love Jesus. We like music, so we gonna make music about Jesus. The end. That's it. Like, these aren't people who saying I'm like, he's not saying my name is Minister Kanye West or Elder Kanye West. He's just a dude that loves Jesus and made music. So he's gonna worship Jesus through his music. That's what it comes down to.
I mean, he was worshiping himself as much as the music if you listen to it, but you know.
That's what it comes down to.
He's Kanye'd. He's gonna make money. People are gonna buy his stuff. God bless him. I just hope no one gets hurt spiritually off of this, and that's all I can really say. Like the God that's not. It's just not good. It's just not good.
All right.
I'm just disappointed in how not good it is. Because I was actually a very big Kanye fan, and I love his abilities, what he could do with melodies and what he could do lyrically, and now it's just God bless the boy. Yeah,
right.
Yo, Ty Dolla $ign's the dude though. Ty Dolla $ign's voice. I love his voice on the cut. He did everything we need. I love what he did on there. Yo, Water is actually it's a nice sounding track. I don't know. The words have nothing to do with nothing. And it's just like, but maybe I'm judging too much on lyrical content, and that is my mistake.
Okay.
I guess I should stop judging off of what people are actually saying.
All right. So one of the interesting things, why is this doing this? One of the interesting things about this is that randomly Kirk Franklin was trending on Twitter when this album was released for no reason. It was basically saying, "Oh, you think you like gospel rap? You should listen to Kirk Franklin." And so black people just kept saying that to people talking about this whole Kanye thing. But then Kirk Franklin was in the news for something else. Turns out the brother has decided that we talked last week about his whole deal with the GMA and the Dove Awards and TBN and them cutting off his speech. Well, based on that, he has decided to boycott the Dove Awards, anything related to Gospel Music Association and TBN. So you can check out his comments about why he's boycotting.
Today, I feel like quitting. I am heartbroken that I even have to share this with you. In 2016, I was blessed to win an award for Best Gospel Artist at the Dove Awards. Many of you may not know the Dove Awards in comparison are the Christian Grammys, like the Stella Awards or the Gospel Grammys. For so long, the terms Christian and gospel for many are code words for white and black, which history may teach us was a setup for this unfortunate place we find ourselves in today. During that award speech, I felt the responsibility as a Christian and a man of color to address the civil unrest at that time that was plaguing our country, with the killings of Philando Castile and Walter Scott, just to name a few, by white police officers. And at the same time, the horrific killings of 5 Dallas police officers by an African American. I called upon the audience to join me in remembering that as Christians, when we say nothing, we're saying something. After a standing ovation, we prayed and stood in unity for all the families affected by those tragedies. We all felt that moment that there was a shift in the climate of our separate worlds. Unfortunately, when that speech aired on the Christian network TBN, that part of my speech was edited out. I made my disappointment and frustration known to the Dove Awards committee and to the Trinity Broadcasting Network. I never heard from TBN, and the Dove Award committee promised to rectify the mistake so that it wouldn't happen again. In 2019, history repeated itself. I was humbled to win the same award, and during my speech, I brought attention to the murder of a Tatiana Jefferson in her home by a white police officer. I asked everyone in the audience and those viewing to join me in prayer for not only Tatiana's family, including her 8-year-old nephew who witnessed the killing, but also for the family of the police officer. Last week, during the airing of the awards on the same network again, that part of my speech was edited out. So now, after a meeting with the Dove Awards committee and representatives of TBN, I've made the decision after prayer, consultation with my team, and my pastor, Dr. Tony Evans, to not attend any events affiliated with or for the Dove Awards, Gospel Music Association, or TBN until tangible plans are put in place to protect and champion diversity, especially where people of color have contributed their gifts, talents, and finances to help build the viability of these institutions. I am aware that the word boycott often has a negative connotation and finality to it, but my goal will forever be reconciliation as well as accountability. It is important for those in charge to be informed. Not only did they edit my speech, they edited the African American experience. I'm not asking those in the gospel community to follow my decision. No, this is my personal choice to take a stand and hold responsible those in positions of power to acknowledge the issues in our separate communities that have existed from colonialism to Jim Crow. To many of the issues facing us today, I pray there will be a significant change from this hurtful experience. I look with anticipation for that day of healing, and I'm committed to contributing to that process. In the end, we will not remember the words of our enemies, but the silence of our friends. Today.
So,
Bruh.
what are your thoughts about that?
Bruh, we have the best listeners in all of anything on the internet. These cats are hilarious.
Donna said he's the gospel Morgan Freeman. Oh,
yo, the gospel Morgan Freeman. Donna was on a roll there for about 3 or 4 comments because she goes, what did she say? How's it? She said, start off with his tight tunics.
That was on somebody's clothes.
And then she goes, how are you wrinkled, snug, and loose all at once? Yo, brother, why is he so wrinkled? You are a professional, sir. Where is your team? There's no way you go on camera, try to change the world, one TBN at a time, with your shirt wrinkled.
Make it look authentic. Yo, I just put on my clothes and I'm trying to speak to the people.
Stop that. Your whole upper chest, like what was he doing? He balled that shirt up around the shoulders and then just put it on. Like, I don't understand. Anyway.
Sometimes you got those clothes that just can't get right. And maybe that's one of those clothes. No matter what you do, the shirt just don't get right. Maybe that's one of those kind of shirts.
Then his iron game is not proper, because I could have got that thing crispy for him. If Kurt, hire me on, I will take care of you. And then I got another one. Somebody said, who was, I think it was Dom. Dom said his speech was longer than Kanye's album.
I love how
She said,
you,
she
you
said,
don't even talk about the subject at hand. Y'all just go riffing on my man's wardrobe and
I
the way
think
he
it's fairly
talks.
obvious. Like, there's nothing to say here. I'm 100% with Kanye.
You mean with Kirk?
Like, I rocks with him. I think what he's doing is correct. Um, he, it's just, there's some questionable attire. And otherwise, I think I love what he's doing. I love what he's saying. And then Vince Anthony gonna go for all my people in the struggle. And like, yo, Kirk been trying to tell y'all for years he's woke. Y'all just ain't want to hear him though. And so I'm 100% with everything he did. Who else? Somebody say he should get a job reading church announcements.
Like he needs that job.
Brother, I don't know, man. Well, now that he's not going to be going anywhere, he may need some
What you mean
extra
going
cash.
anywhere?
And so
Nobody watching TBN.
I would love to watch the Dove Awards. I just never know when they on.
They on TBN, and I don't know what TV service you use cable or like one of the streaming services like Hulu Live or something like that. But none of the streaming services even carry TBN.
I'm gonna say it like this. I'm with Kirk on my boycott, and I promise you, my boycott of TBN will be much better than my boycott of the NFL was. I had some slip-ups with the NFL boycott. It didn't work for me. I couldn't quite always get on board. I was with Cap. I just wasn't ready to give up what my Eagles was doing at the time. But I'm gonna be with Kirk on this. You know what? I'm gonna cut TBN off. I'm gonna hide it on my channel selection. You can do that nowadays. I'm gonna hide
this
TBN.
boycott is extremely easy because I don't even have TBN. I haven't had it in years, and I don't miss it.
Yo, man, I'm telling you, man. I am supporting Kirk, and this is one boycott I think I can follow. People wanted to be mad Chick-fil-A. I couldn't quite get on board with that. I was mad at Papa John's for at least a good season of football. There hasn't been Papa John's in this house for quite some time. And so, I was boycotting them for a little bit. I'm going to get fully on board with this boycott, though.
It's too many options to eat Papa John's. I don't have to eat Papa John's. It's way too many options. And the NFL is the only game in town.
Yeah. You see, that was selfish of everybody. We ain't had to boycott the NFL. I didn't do a good job of it.
I kind of understand why. So to GMA and TBN's in their slight defense, I'm not saying I'm on their side, but they're basically saying that we have a time frame. We can't edit. We can't show everybody's everything. We edited his. We edited some other people's, so they can't. We just can't play everybody's entire speech all the time. And the thing is, GMA, and he mentions it, GMA and the Dove Awards is CCM, which is white, and black people, the Stella Awards is gospel, which is black.
100%.
Black people, y'all used to go into church and talk as much as y'all want and being there all day and saying whatever. As somebody, and I moved around a lot, I have attended white church. I have been a member of white church. White church is not like that. White church is on a time frame. There is a clock facing the preacher. The preacher, you have a countdown of how long you can preach at white church. White church, you can't get up there and talk as long as you want because sometimes we got to get a second service in. On two, white people just ain't for that. White church, hour and a half tops, and that's it. Y'all black people get on the Dove Awards and think y'all can talk as long as you want, and it's not how it goes.
Y'all Negroes get on. Hey, let me say this, man. I am here to just stop that myth. There are black churches out there who have become much more time conscious.
I do attend one.
I literally just had this conversation today with some students.
In fact, that's a prerequisite for my church attendance.
I literally just had this conversation earlier today about churches and time limits and everything like that. Hey, man, not all black churches are taking all day. Okay, what do you consider too long for? This is not at all what we were here to discuss. What's too long for a church service?
Man, I'm used to hour and a half, man.
Hour and a half.
I'm not saying 2 hours is too long, but I have gotten so accustomed to that hour and a half. Bruh.
Right. Yo,
This church I'm at, church started at 10:45. By 12 o'clock, I was in the hallway.
Yo, man, you can't even get the spirit flowing and past the first half hour.
You can.
Like,
that's y'all problem. Y'all like to act like that God is like unorganized, and it takes him forever to move, and it don't.
No, it requires at least 2 praise and worship, 2 praise, 1 strong worship, and maybe a praise break before the spirit really get moving in that joint. And that's least
y'all problem.
30
y'all from the place where Pastor Jackson gets to get up there, Bishop Jackson gets to get up there and talk as long as he wants. Mm-hmm. Pastor Billy is on a time limit. Pastor Billy got 25, maybe 30 minutes to hit his 3 points and get off the stage.
Bruh, nah, there ain't no oil in that. There ain't no oil in that. Ain't no oil. They just in there collecting tithes and offerings and not giving nothing to the people. Nah, man, ain't nothing in that. Because once y'all done started off with coffee in the beginning, and then they got coffee hour, and then they move to something else.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, man, the spirit ain't moving. The only thing moving is Folgers, bruh. Nah, no hour and a half. You can't, like I said, the spirit don't move. And each song got to take a solid 5 to 6 minutes. You know what I'm saying, bruh? I'm telling you, a half hour at least.
When we lived outside of Philly, we're looking for churches. We visited a church. They had multiple locations. One of the locations was a movie theater. So they basically rent out a movie theater on Sunday. You walk in, and where the concessions are, they set up coffee and tea and everything. And I took my cup of tea, walked right in one of the theaters where they had the service. I'm sitting there with my tea and just enjoying the service. Man, I was turned out, bruh. I was turned out. I was like, this is living. This is what Jesus intended for me to enjoy this. And of course, my wife was like, "No, we ain't going here."
No, this is
what Jesus intended. I'm sitting here lounging back with my cup of tea. Like,
bruh,
this is the worship God wants me to have.
We messed around one time and had a joint service with some of our less melanated brothers and sisters, and we did get home before the game started. Like, anytime you home before the first game starts, dog, like it's a whole new experience. Like, I got to see some of the pregame show. Like, that's real.
Yeah.
I still say the oil can't even move
for
properly.
For the past 4 years, I've been getting home before the game starts.
The oil can't even move properly unless 2.5. 2.5. That's all I got.
Pastor Billy hits that 3-point message. It's good.
Pastor Billy's 3 points be killing me. Though.
It's good.
And I tell you what, if they strum one more guitar on that stage, I'm gonna tell you what. I'm like, yo, why we got 6 acoustic guitars on stage? Anyway, I'm sorry.
So
go ahead.
To GMA's credit, they did issue an apology. And they said they want to publicly acknowledge they are deeply apologetic for the missteps that happened relating to the editing of Kirk Franklin's Dove Awards speech. And they accepted full responsibility for the error. And they go on to say it is our intent to disregard, is not our intent to disregard or silence any of our artists. And we are deeply saddened by this perception and are committed to change this. So they're trying to do better. We'll see.
I don't care about them.
It really doesn't.
I hope they realize, hey, we with Kirk. Black folks ain't watching no more. So that means advertisers such as Popeyes, Church's Chicken, all of them need to make sure they are not part of TBN and the Dove Awards. We ain't messing with them no more. We off that.
It don't matter.
We off that.
All right, we're going to hit these next two real quick. So this is these are about political people, but there's not a political discussion. Just so our neighbors know. Like, we ain't about to go into politics or whatever. But Paula White, well-known televangelist. She is basically President Trump's spiritual advisor.
She's President Trump's next wife. But go ahead.
She basically said that Christians who don't support President Trump will have to answer to God. And she goes on to say that President Trump has been working hard to protect religious freedom and spiritual warfare between God and evil that is being waged through the courts and that threatens to outlaw the Bible as hate speech. So basically she's saying that You Christians, well, you people that vote against President Trump, that ain't of God.
I don't know what I'm supposed to say.
I just didn't know if you had any thoughts on that.
Yo, Dominique said Paula's face stays snatched. It sure enough does. It sure enough does. Either she found she found out about what we do with this cocoa butter, or she has some of the best surgeons in the game.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Joyce Meyer probably introduced Paula to her surgeon. Probably.
Yeah, they got good surgeons together. I'm not gonna let you get me too hyped up right now.
I'm trying to get you hyped up
by putting her on the screen. You ambushed me with this. We hadn't talked about this.
You want to go behind the? No, you always talk about behind the scenes. I'm going to remind the neighbors. There is a Google document that contains the topics for every show, and so it's a Google sheet. Every week is a different tab on the sheet, and there are links. There's the title of the subject and a link to the original article or video or whatever. So it's impossible for you to be blindsided by this if you would actually look at the document before the show.
Why we have a successful program?
That's the whole
Why change
point
now?
of having that document, so you won't be blindsided, so you can form an opinion ahead of time.
Paula White, I actually have a visceral reaction to her. Like, she makes me upset. Like, her face popped up on the screen after I realized it was her. I honestly didn't realize it was her until you put that Paula White thing out there. But yeah, I don't like her. I don't like people like her, and I'm good.
Okay, so we gotta be fair to both sides of the political spectrum.
Jesus, what are you about to do, Cliff?
Joe Biden was recently denied Holy Communion. Father Robert E. Morey of St. Anthony Catholic Church confirmed Monday afternoon that he had denied the presidential candidate Holy Communion because of his stance on abortion. Now, Biden, who is a lifelong Christian, had attended the church's 9 a.m. mass. I'm not trying to have a debate about politics and definitely not abortion, but I'm saying, would you deny somebody abortion? I mean, not abortion. Would you deny somebody? Would you deny somebody communion?
Yo, that takes huevos to sit there and say, I know your spirit ain't right, so you ain't getting in on this.
That takes serious stones.
That takes some real big stones to say, I know your spirit ain't right. I have a whole problem with that in any case.
It's our job to even judge anybody. Like, that's between Biden and
man,
God.
The curtain was torn away. Like, I don't need you to worry about my communion. If I want to take that upon my soul, you just give me the wafer, give me the grape juice, and step out of the way. If I'm going to take myself into abomination, let me do that. Otherwise, shut the heck up and serve my communion and step the heck to the side. That's all I got for that dude right there. And where was this church at again?
St. Anthony Catholic Church in Florence, South Carolina.
Yep. Guess what? You probably got bigger issues than Joe Biden's stance. I'm going to put it that way. You know what, Joe? Here's what I need you to do. Bring your behind on over to the churches that got chicken dinners on sale afterwards. I guarantee you're going to get some communion and some diabetes afterwards. But it's going to taste good going down, brother. It's going to taste good. Yeah, man, you mess around the wrong folk. That's all I'm going to say.
All right. We're going to move on. So I am a card-carrying member of what I call Team Shoot Your Shot. And by shoot your shot, I mean that if you see somebody that you're into and you are available and that person is available, don't be scared. Approach that person, talk to them, shoot your shot. Okay. I'm a firm believer. I have said many times that Jermaine Dupri and Seal created a whole new revolution in my mind that any brother could have anybody. Right, Jermaine Dupri if Jermaine Dupri had got with Janet Jackson when I was in high school, or if Seal had got with Heidi Klum when I was in high school, I would have walked up, and I told my wife this is before we got together, I would have walked up to the finest girl in the school and be like, what's up? I would have then had courage inside my soul to do that. Right, so I say all that to say, I'm assuming this video I'm about to show you. This is, if I'm a card carrier member, this brother right here is the pastor of
I know what you're
of
about to
Team
get
Shoot Your
into.
Shot.
What's wrong with you, Cliff?
So here you go.
What are we doing?
Here you go.
But I want to say to this family, y'all got some sexy women in y'all family.
What are we doing?
Y'all hear what I'm saying? Y'all got some sexy women. If I was just a little bit younger, brother, I'd come up here bold. There ain't none of y'all ugly in here. All y'all got some beautiful bodies on y'all.
What is happening right now? What is happening?
I might be old, but I ain't blind.
Come on, brother.
The whole line of young fellas sitting inside y'all looking too.
What? Oh my God. Oh my God.
You know, you fellas in Saginaw, I live in BC, you fellas in Saginaw, there's something wrong with y'all. You see all, whoa.
What?
See that? Look at that. You see all these beautiful young ladies over there, y'all just sitting down, ain't doing nothing about it.
Oh my God.
This is what life is all about.
Okay.
Sometimes we get too tight when we come to church. God wants to have a good time. This young lady, she enjoyed life. And when I saw her last, she was like, oh, she looks so pretty. All of y'all look so pretty. I'm not going to hold y'all long, but I want you to know that God, y'all still laughing at me?
Yes, you're inappropriate, sir.
Old folks say anything, don't they?
Oh my God.
I'm going to let her come back and sit down. I'll wait. I guess she don't want to come, but anyway.
I can't.
God bless y'all. God bless you.
God bless you.
Isn't it good to... But I want to say to...
He is literally hitting on the sister in front of everybody. This is the pastor of the Shoot Your Shot Church.
What in the world? What in the world, my guy? Like, where's security? Where are the church mothers? Where's the oversight team? Where is somebody to get in his eyesight? Like, hey, player. Like that. You see,
there was so much wrong with this whole thing.
Yo, somebody said that's Pastor Wilson's cousin. That's ridiculous.
When homegirl got up in front of him and walked down the aisle, and he was like, "Whoa, that brother was looking places he shouldn't have been looking."
Here's the thing.
Here, come right here. Look at his reaction. See, look.
That brother got problems, man. That brother got problems. What's crazy is I was at a funeral this weekend, and luckily my man didn't go this far, but he says some wild stuff. At one point, my father turns to me and says, "Did he just say he's taking an offering?" I was like, I don't think he said he's taking an offering at a funeral. I don't think that's what's happening right now. And then I thought my pops was tripping. And then we go back outside and talk to my other people. They were like, "Yo, did you hear him say he's taking an offering?" I was like, I guess maybe I must have missed it or something. But nah, man, I don't even know what to say to this brother. Hopefully he sat down. Now he should get a strongly worded letter. He should get a strongly worded letter.
Give a worded letter. He's probably the pastor.
I don't know, from somebody. I don't know. That
talking about how fine the deceased woman was. Talking about
that's so. Ugh. This brother gotta be.
Homegirl that was sitting in the front was scared to come back because she didn't want him
arguing her. Like, what's wrong with him? Can I talk about something? No, I'm gonna talk about something. I want y'all to take a look to the right-hand side of the screen. There's a brother in the back, a big boy. He got a gray sweater vest on and a black shirt. Let me talk about something real quick. Look how big that boy is. Why he got that one little program fan like that's gonna cool him off? He know that thing ain't doing nothing but moving no air. All that big boy, and he got this one program fan sitting here acting like it's working.
Nothing to do with what we talk about. Once again,
it's ridiculous. That's what I was seeing the whole time. That brother got all that big, and he got that one program fan in his hand, acting like, yo, it is ridiculous. I was like, why? I don't know. Maybe it was hot in there. I saw people fanning, but he over here just daintily swinging that thing like he is moving air. I know he was still hot. It's all right, big boy. Just be hot, man. Bring a rag with you. But yeah, that boy's a little disgusting. Yo, somebody said he was thinking about the repast. That is hilarious. That sweater vest is hanging on with a wing and a prayer. See, I done started the people. This is my fault. I apologize. But yeah, that's all I saw in the background.
That brother's so out of pocket.
Yeah, he was absolutely out of pocket. That's the definition of church hurt. We got to get him out of there. We got to get him out of there.
All right, so go ahead.
Yo. Okay, go ahead.
I was going to move on.
Go ahead,
I got another preacher that's acting up. We saw her last week, or 2 weeks ago when the video was kind of acting up. But this is looks like it's the same woman, but different video, similar scenario where she's yelling at people. Check this out.
Yo, they can't hear her. They still can't hear her, bro.
They can't hear her. We'll be playing. All right. Here we go. Y'all should hear her now.
I don't want anybody to waste my time today. Once I give you the mic, you tell me what that thing is. Don't tell me no story, otherwise I will skip you. Give her the mic. What do you want? What is wrong with you? Quick. I want it loud.
Glasses. I want to stop wearing glasses.
You want what?
I want to stop wearing glasses. I want to.
Okay. Give him the mic. Put your 2 hands on my feet. Thank you, Father. From today, you will stop wearing glasses. Your eyes are healed in the name of Jesus. Move. It is done. Next person, give them the mic. I will do until I'm tired. Speak loud. Put it close to your mouth. What do you want?
I come today for anointing to open my church just after here.
So that's not even a problem. You just want anointing. You guys don't follow instructions.
About to cuss.
I say, what is something that you have been everywhere for, that you need help with? You say you want anointing. Is that a problem? Move. Go to your seat. I am done. Pastor, I gotta go.
I'm not sure what old girl is doing.
She's done?
I am done. That's what she said.
She got mad?
She got mad. Because she called up people who want healing. Right. She said, if you have been going to different doctors, whatever, and have not gotten healing, come up. I'll pray for you to be healed. Homegirl in the purple, it sounded like she said she wanted help opening her church.
And she said she got
mad. She got mad because she said, I'm calling people up to get healed, and you asking for help for your church. I am done.
And then she got. We need to talk about this. Something doesn't feel quite right about her needing people to touch her feet. I don't feel comfortable with it. I don't like it.
She has anointed corns and blessed bunions.
No. Anointed corns and blessed bunions. That's disgusting.
There you go.
I don't know if her feet are not bare, are they?
I'm assuming so. Yeah.
Oh no, she got her toes out.
She got her toes out.
No.
Yeah, she got her toes out.
No, absolutely not. Guess what? Nothing you are providing in terms of a blessing is going to be worth me touching them toesies. I'm good. 100% good on that. That's disgusting.
Okay. Sorry, I got one more video. I don't know why preachers feel the need to walk in the crowd, but they keep doing it and they keep jacking up.
Right.
Gonna determine whether or not. Oh, careful. Oh, guys, push me back up. Push me. Get the camera off of me. Push. Sorry. Push. Okay, Jesus. Oh, Lord Jesus. Sorry. Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. Okay, sorry. Over the. All right, let's. Help me back. Oh, Jesus. Oh, God. All right. Okay. All right, sorry. All right, so I have some improvement to do on my yoga. These pants are really tight today. Why did I wear such tight pants? Oh, Jesus. Push my leg up. All right. How you guys doing back here?
What is he doing?
Do you really mean to tap me?
I don't know why Pastor Johnny decides he wants to walk in the crowd twice. Not once.
Yo.
Twice.
I hope this is one of those terrible church comedians and he was just joking, because that could be assault. Like, he's just laying on them. That's not good.
Because look at the other members. The guys coming from the side to help him out. That's not a comedian.
Something ain't right. And then
he's struggling.
The rolling of the dude back. Why did he do it again? Where are we at? Where do you find these clips? What are we doing? What are we doing in the church that we just do this stuff and that we have more and more of these clips each week where we can have a show each week? Like, what are we doing? Like, we gotta stop.
That's that crazy face right there.
That's not crazy. I would have hit somebody by then. Why are his pants so tight? Let's talk about that. I don't know. Okay, I'm done.
He's not in shape for that kind of activity.
No, that's not his calling. And get off of this dude. Okay, I'm angry. You got me angry. I'm good. What are we doing? I'm good. Someone took a full groin to the face. That's a bit much. Okay.
Richard said, between this and the foot lady, no wonder people leaving church.
Exactly. Between this, the foot lady, and the the chitty chitty bang bang lady from last week, there's no oil happening. And then we try to get it done all inside of 45 minutes, and this is what we get. This is what you get when you get 45-minute services. Right here.
This 45-minute services, that's the problem. Sure.
That's what happens right there.
All right, you got a rant for the people?
I don't have anything specific for the people. I got some. I do have some thoughts though. I do have just some general thoughts. It's not really a rant. I have written it down. Where'd it go? I had never know, because every time I bring stuff up, no, I don't have a rant for the people this week.
Wasn't you the same person a couple weeks ago that was all happy because you're putting your rants in your phone and keeping track of them? And since then you did like to. I'm just saying.
I know. I got rants, and then I'm not sure about them. about what I have down here. I already used some of this stuff, and I actually forgot. I thought about 3 or 4 rants coming, and I forgot to put them in my phone. I'm not going to even lie to you. And I have some general thoughts on things, but everybody says I always talk about bathroom humor. And so here's my thing. It's a quick
Go
thing.
for it.
It's a quick thing.
Get off your chest.
When y'all are in the bathroom, men in particular, okay, let's start with, this is going to get me in trouble. God has given you your equipment, generally speaking, at a young age. And you are taught how to use it at a young age, okay? And you've been with this equipment for quite some time. Explain to me, why is it that at the age of like 16 and up, y'all still missing the toilet? I don't understand it. And why do I have to stand in it and or wipe the entire seat down in order, if I have this situation where I got to go number 2 outside of my own home? I don't understand it. Like, this is not new to you. That's all I'm saying. It's just something that's been getting on my nerves. Another thing, this is just another general thing it's really getting on my nerves. It's just me. I don't like when people leave a whole lot of water around the sink. That's just my thing. Like, if I'm gonna go wash my hands and I'm leaning over the sink, why do I possibly have to put my clean hands in your dirty sink water because you were nasty and left water all over the place around the sink?
You spend a lot of time in public bathrooms, man.
I'm just saying, there's a lot of things. These are thoughts that I have, and these are things that I wonder, and I'm not really happy with it. These are just thoughts I have. It's literally a straight shot. You see, I got too many ladies commenting on this. Obviously, I've touched something here, but it's just this was my rant for the week. This is what happens during the week, and these are just my thoughts and my things.
Maybe they're not paying attention. People, dudes probably on their phones or whatever, just not paying attention to where they shooting.
What? Why? Why are you on? Let me talk about this as well. I don't need people riding down the street with cell phones in their hands. Quit doing that.
You mean in the car?
In the bike.
That.
Don't be on a bike with a cell phone in your hand. That's a good way to die. Like, they be out here, they're completely distracted. They trying to dial with one hand, ride with the other hand. They look completely unstable. Just focus while you're driving. Like, I'm not even talking about, like, the bike. If you hit me with your bike, I'm going to be mad. I'll tell you that much. You got me upset. I didn't even really want to talk about this. But it's just a lot of things that have been getting on my nerves. Just small things just sitting out there. I'm sorry. I'm good. In general. It's just that's all I had for the people. Nothing. I'm not really upset about a lot, but it's just the people on the bikes, especially, is something. Hey, let me talk to the people on the scooters too. The people on the scooters.
Oh, they got those where you are now?
Yes. First of all, if you can't ride a bike, get the heck off the electric scooter, because similar coordinations, and y'all don't know what you're doing. You look completely unprepared. First of all, a lot of y'all need a helmet because these scooters are catching some good speeds, and y'all gonna kill yourself. I tell you what, I'm a big boy. You hit me in that bike, you hit me with that scooter, you better take me out, because I'm gonna take you out if you don't take me out. People be zooming all over with these darn scooters. I tell you what, it gets on my nerves. They got no common sense. If your vehicle is motorized, stay the heck off the sidewalk. That's my thought for the day. Stay off the sidewalk, scooters. I'm telling you what, man. Whew.
It's sorry. Okay. It's okay.
It's just a lot.
I see. You went from having nothing at all to like 2, 3. It's all right.
Yeah, it's just some things that's been on my mind.
Just bubbles up in.
Yeah.
Dominique said your rant is like Kanye's album.
Yeah, well, God bless Dominique. You know what? She's on suspension.
Stop it.
Yeah, we're gonna suspend that comment. That's all. I'm just hiding comments from now on. That's all I'm doing. Anything anti me. That's all. That's all I have. Jay, you are officially a geezer. That's quite okay. That's quite okay. It just things that get on my nerves that I have to deal with.
It's all right.
Small things like
it's
that.
all right.
They be running into me, but it's okay. I'm done.
So you know how before we were talking about church service links. Derek said the pastor who looks at sexy bodies has a 2-hour plus service. No oil.
No, that's not the type of oil we're talking about.
Oil. Hey, so you talking about Pastor Billy, my man, looking at women having 2-hour services.
That's not the type of oil we're talking about. See, I just now I'm being ridiculed inside the comments. You know, I don't want to ban nobody. You know what I'm saying?
Don't ban none. Don't ban none of the neighbors.
Don't. Okay, I'm gonna leave that. Dom, you lucky. I'm my hands on this ban button, but Cliff told me to leave you alone, Dom. I still love you though. That's all right.
You good? You got anything else you need to get off? You get to.
Nah, bro.
I'm
good.
Get out of here.
I'm good. I'm gonna start writing stuff down. It's been a hectic week. I'm just happy to be here right now.
Happy to be in the land of the living.
I'm just happy to be in the land of the living. I'm good overall, though. Hey, God bless. Hey, thank y'all. We here every week, 9-ish o'clock, every Tuesday. We appreciate y'all for coming out and listening on tonight. I would say go and listen to that Kanye album, but don't waste your time. Remember, we are not watching TBN. So remember, we on board with Kirk there. And that's all I have for right now. God bless, neighbors.
Okay. Want to thank all the neighbors for watching, whether you're watching us live or you're watching this later after the fact. It's all good. We still appreciate the fact that you're watching. We do this show, like he said, every Tuesday, 9 p.m. Eastern, right here on Facebook. If you can't watch us live, you can catch it later on Facebook, or you can go to YouTube and check it out later there. Or you can catch out the Turn to Your Neighbor podcast wherever you get your podcasts. So, if you have not done so, make sure you like our page so you get notification when we go live. That way you can hang out with the neighbors in the live chat, because they having probably a much better time than we're having on air most times. And some of the stuff I can't even repeat on air that they say in the chat.
I saw some stuff tonight. I probably should have hid some of those comments. Let's try to keep it clean inside.
Let it fly.
Let it fly.
Ain't nobody here going to be that raw. If it gets too raunchy, one of the labels let us know when it gets too out of pocket.
Okay, we'll pull it back there. All right.
Thank y'all so much for listening, and we will see y'all next time. Peace.
Peace.